And we are the Coalition, loud and proud, outrage, porn-free, civilly disobedient media, broadcasting live this afternoon at Roger Williams Park. Our next guest, Ms McKenzie, she is the project director for something called PONI, Preventing Overdose and Naloxone Intervention. And she is going to do something that I haven't seen on video before. I'm sure it's out there, but she's going to talk a little bit about, well, Narcan, how it really works and how to use it. First, Michelle, if you could tell us a little bit about the event today.
Sure. So we're at Rally for Recovery. This is the main event during Rally for Recovery, but there's events all over the state, and it's happening during Recovery Month. So it's really focusing on and celebrating the fact that there's 23 million people in the United States who identify themselves as being in long-term recovery. And I'm a person in long-term recovery.
Right. Absolutely. And you know, you and I have spoken at events. Congratulations on your personal courage. Congratulations on the success of the organization. PONI is a seminal force in the state, not only for advocating for and demonstrating the use and aiding in the distribution of Narcan, but it's also proven to be quite an effective force politically to make sure that individuals in power understand the importance, the critical importance of this program. Let's give us a little demonstration. What is Narcan/naloxone, and how does it actually work?
Okay, so PONI distributes intramuscularly administered naloxone. Naloxone is a medication that reverses opioid overdoses. It only works on opioids. It's very safe. So for instance, if as a layperson, I am not a medical professional, so I might miss, if I see a person's turning blue and they're not breathing, they're breathing very slowly, kind of gurgling, not responding, I'm like, oh my God, they might be having an overdose. So I'm going to make sure that they're in fact not responding. You know, I might give them a chest noogie, which is my knuckles on their chest bone here, and if they don't respond, the first thing I'm going to do is call 911, and then I'm going to administer naloxone. So the type of naloxone I have is the intramuscular, which means I'm going to draw up this is one dose. I'm going to draw everything up into my intramuscular syringe, and then I'm going to administer it in a major muscle, which is the upper arm or outer thigh. Through the clothes. You don't take no clothes off. You just do it right through the clothes because the needle on the syringe is long enough to do that. And then you're going to support the person's breathing, which you can do through rescue breaths or chest compressions. You're going to do that for 2 to 3 minutes. If the person doesn't respond, you're going to give them a second dose. The other kind of naloxone is intranasal. And that's the kind that you don't have to use, you don't inject it, you just squirt it up the nose.
Excellent. So if you could just show us a little bit of a graphical demonstration.
Sure.
You've got a kit right there.
Yep.
So again, if you could show us the needle.
Yes. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. There's a naloxone shortage, so I'm not going to use these. Right. These are good. Understood. So this is an expired naloxone, so I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to take the orange cap off, the cap off of the needle, pull up a little air. That's to create a compression chamber to make it easier to get all of this liquid out. So push the air up, pull the point it all the way down. And that pulls all of the liquid out. And if I have a little bit of air bubble at the top, it doesn't matter because this is not going in a vein, it goes in a muscle. So then I'm going to inject in the outer thigh or the arm, 90-degree angle, and inject all of the liquid.
Every drop.
Every drop, that's your dose. Now, this is a safety needle, which means I don't recap because I could accidentally poke myself, and this is a dirty needle. So I'm just going to flip it up. And that's, yeah. And so now I'm either going to do my rescue breaths, which is demonstrated in this pamphlet that comes with each of the kits. rescue breaths or chest compressions. If I have to leave the person for any reason, or if they start to come to but is still really out of it, put them in the recovery position so that if they do have throw up, they don't
choke on the vomit.
Exactly.
Oh, excellent. Where can folks find out about PONI? Where can they find them on the web?
Okay, so we actually have a website. It's PONIRI.org, PONIRI.org. And unfortunately, the state is experiencing a naloxone shortage. So we have some kits, but we're actually very short. This is the last of our kits today. But we're hoping that the state will purchase more soon. But other places that naloxone is available, there is not. It's about money. There's not actually a shortage of medication. It's about money. And there is Narcan is available at your pharmacy if you can pay for it with your insurance. So if you want Narcan is the nasal spray or the intramuscular naloxone. You can go to any pharmacy in the state, tell the pharmacist that you want naloxone. They will walk you through how to use it, and you can use your insurance to pay for it, and it'll be covered except for copay. So it depends on what your copay is. My copay for the nasal spray is about $40. My copay for the intramuscular is about $10.
Right.
But if you have a Medicaid managed care, it's covered by the Narcan is covered. It's a no copay at all. So
excellent. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on this wonderful event. I know we're going to hear a lot more from you in the future, and we've talked a couple times. We need to in the next couple of weeks, particularly because of the shortage and the funding issues. We need to get you on the coalition and have that difficult conversation.
good.
You're a wonderful, responsible voice for the movement. I'm a little more. Let's just say, I'm feeling a little obnoxious about this right now.
Fair enough.
The technology exists to save lives.
Exactly.
Let's embrace it. Let's save lives so that we can get people into recovery. Addiction is an illness, and we need to treat it as such. So
That's exactly right. I work with folks there's outreach workers going out, recovery and harm reduction outreach workers going out every single day. They are now worrying about, are they going to have enough naloxone to do their job? That is not where people's minds need to have to be. That should be a given.
right.
So,
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for joining us.
thank you, Pat.
Pat Ford at the Coalition. We're going to cover some more ground here this afternoon. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon.